chili?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, please. Do you think Israel stole the falafel from the Palestinians?
They stole everything. They stole everything, and you know that. Not just falafel. Many things.
And on top of them, sometimes there are Israeli villages, and the names are so similar. They just took
Very
the name
similar,
and
yes,
just kind
very
of
similar.
made it kind of into Hebrew.
Yes.
But it's very kind of ghosted feeling.
It was a general policy 10 years after 1948 to Hebrewize the Arabic names, and it was part of a policy to completely wash any trace of this having ever happened.
My family is one of the families who had to flee to Lebanon.
What year was that?
1948.
Because we were brought up in school as if Israel in 48, Israel wanted to have this small place and country, and then all the Arab countries and the Palestinian gathered against them, and 7 countries, and wanted to kill them, and they kind of, so it's never ever been portrayed as an ethnic cleansing or as a kind of, so that kind of history is told in a really, in such a kind of brainwashing way, and you've been brought up with it all the time, over and over again, about this kind of sense of fear and paranoia that everybody just want to kill you, and you just have to. So the idea that you kind of maybe, you know, that maybe Israel itself did anything like intentional as ethnic cleansing just doesn't come into education in school at all.
We're still very much under the occupation. We still are, but we were very much directly under Israeli civil authority control. And that meant that they also controlled what we studied. And they censored everything, all our books. So all of our books in school had on the cover had the emblem of the Israeli civil authority, saying that this had passed inspection. So we were not allowed to study anything about our modern history. The only thing we were allowed to study, and we were not even allowed to study anything about European history either. The only thing we were allowed to study was about ancient Islamic history, beginning of Islamic history.
So you were not allowed to study Palestine?
We were not allowed to say Palestine, and we also had
not Palestinian literature, poetry.
none. We were not allowed to say the word Palestine, even in our books. Let's say was an article that said Palestine or Palestinians. It was blacked out by the Israeli authorities.
Larissa and I had a big conversation yesterday. It was just me and her about what is taught at school. And in school, I never ever taught anything about Palestinian culture. This kind of sense of culture or urbanization or infrastructure, anything that went on in Palestine. Well, before 48, before the State of Israel, but also obviously since.
The postcard, very famous, the postcard of the Falafel with the Israeli flag in it. For me, it's exceptionally irritating. And for me, it symbolizes so many things, which is that you put your flag on anywhere that is the Palestinian landscape, and you just put a flag in and say it's yours. The same way that a Palestinian town becomes suddenly an Israeli town, the same way that suddenly Falafel is the proud dish of Israel, you know.
And it is relatively suburban, but not too much. Oh yes, we're moving to a different place. Okay. I'm not on Falafel.
Well, we have to make an exodus. But they said that they sat there and all the cans of drinks and everything was in Hebrew.
Really?
Yeah, Larissa, they were saying that they sat there and all the drink cans are in Hebrew. Everything.
Brilliant.
That is amazing. Look at that. It's lovely. There's not more food coming.
There is amazing.
Oh my god.